Hello, Dominic. How are you?
Hello, brother Keith.
How are things?
Things are great here.
Good. Not quite sure where I got all this light. Oh, it's here. This is where the light's coming from. Okay, that's better. Yes, good. How is your lovely family?
My family is doing great. Evalina and Happiness are doing good. Here they are.
Ah, there they are. Lovely. Oh, beautiful.
Show hi, Evalina. You want to see Evalina?
Yes, I sure do. Oh,
Nice.
what a big girl she's growing. Look at her. Oh, she's so lovely. She sure is. Is it her lunchtime, is it?
Yeah, it's lunchtime.
It's nearly our dinner time here. And Anne's busy
Oh,
making dinner. Yeah. So, good. And have you had a good week?
I've had a very beautiful week, full of God's blessings, and His work has been greatly been worked here. Trying to fix things to be in place. I like make putting things to be in place. So that's all I have been doing the whole week.
Uh-huh. Good.
Yeah, we've also been we had our account, the church account, which we were just using a mobile banking. So we
Mm-hmm.
wanted to put our offerings, wanted to put our offerings in a secure place. So we've also have a week where we've met with Brother Benson and Brother Joshua. Brother Joshua is now enjoined to us. That's something I wanted to share also.
Oh, wow.
Now is now a very great member in the church, the
Oh,
son to Benson, who was meeting in denomination and playing keyboard.
I remember you mentioning that. That is wonderful.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's now worshiping with us because he was baptized in Church of Christ in Western Kenya with Brother Benson,
Uh-huh.
and then he came in Nairobi and he joined the denominations
Yeah.
for many years. And so
Uh-huh.
when I met him during evangelism, we talked a lot with him, and he's a good brother. And he is now I'm teaching him a lot of things. I want him to help me in translating, help me to do many things there because I am just there doing everything. So
Yep.
we
Oh,
we
that's
had an
great.
opportunity we had an opportunity to meet with them, and we made it to open the church account, which we are now putting our offerings.
That is wonderful. That is really good. That's an important thing that you've done. And growth in the church in many different ways. And so that is very good. Yes.
Thank you. And how is your wife, Anne?
She's doing well. She's doing very well. She's been working hard. Of course, she works at the hospital. But the Lord's been very good to us. We had a nice chat on the computer to our grandchildren this morning. Each week I read to them, but today, because it was Saturday and Anne was off, she was able to read to them. So we had a lovely time there. Yeah. So
You
everything's
are
good. Yeah.
breaking.
I'm breaking.
I can't get you clear.
Oh dear. Okay.
You are still breaking.
Let me try something else.
Okay, it's gone.
Let me see. Okay. How's that? Is that any better?
Yes, yes, I can now hear you. You are breaking.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Reframe.
Yeah, I just had a message from Dominic. I'm using my phone as my camera, so I don't have WhatsApp on my computer. And so I think he WhatsApped me and he asked me if we were meeting. And I said yes, but not Dominic, Martin. What am I talking about?
Martin.
I always get names mixed up. It's not because I'm
Sifu,
old. I've done that.
come and say hello. This is my sister who came to visit us yesterday.
Oh, really? Lovely. How are you doing, my dear? It's lovely to see you.
Speak again.
It's lovely to see you. What is your name?
Cephas.
Cephas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's lovely to see you. So you came to Nairobi?
Yeah, I came to visit my brother.
Good. How long are you going to be there?
Like 1 month.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely.
Yeah.
And you see your beautiful niece and help look after her?
Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. You've got a lovely family, and I love your mother and father. Now,
We love.
did I meet you when I visited?
Yeah, I saw you.
You saw me, okay. Did we talk?
What?
Did we talk together?
Yeah. No.
Oh,
You are busy.
well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Next time we will talk together.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Hang on a second.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So Martin just asked if we're using the same link. So I had to answer on my phone.
Yeah, for me, I saved all the 2 links in my computer. So whenever I want to join, I just open where my links are.
I think it's the same link, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the same link.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's always been the same link. Yeah, if
You
you click
can-
to the link that
For security, you can use a unique link every meeting, but I just do the
Sure.
same.
Yeah,
If-
for security purposes, we need to be using different links in every meeting.
Yeah, if we were doing like a business or something that we didn't want anyone to know about, we'd have to do that. But if someone snuck into our meeting, I wouldn't mind that at all. Well, it started out, there was a did you see there was a gym there today?
Yeah.
Jim, I don't know who that is. I'm quite happy for them to be there. Here he is, Martin. Finally, and I just love how he's all dressed up. See, I don't have my tie on today. I'm very impressed, Martin, that you've got your tie on today.
This is not the real Martin.
This is the real Martin. What are you talking about?
Martin is
what? Oh, he did that last time. He just changes like oh, how are you, my dear brother?
I'm doing good here, brother. Thank you.
Good. And how is your family?
Family is doing great.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's just wonderful. I'm so pleased to see you both. Okay. Now I noticed Ferdinand wasn't with us. So he may be having trouble with something. So that's okay. Is he doing okay?
I last saw Ferdinand on Sunday, so I'm hoping maybe to meet him in our studies, in our Bible studies this evening.
Okay. Yeah, well, tell him hello from me. Okay. So what I wanted to do today. I don't want to be the one doing all of these studies, but I've just got an idea, something I've been working on with two brothers in Tanzania who are wanting, and I'm very pleased about it, they're wanting to do evangelism further around the country. So they're in the Arusha region. They're not in the city, but they're in villages around in the Arusha region. And so they asked me how to go about it, because their congregations don't have enough money to support them to do this. And so this is something I've been thinking about, and something that I've been thinking about for you too as well, because I believe that I know you both are good workers in the gospel, and a worker is worthy of his wages. But neither of you are in a situation, your congregations are not able to support you. I think that's right. Am I correct there? Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so I've been thinking about how to go about it. Now, I couldn't tell you how many requests for money that I get from individuals. I don't know if they think that I'm like own a bank or something like that, but I don't. And you know, it's not really an effective way, and I don't think it's a scriptural way to do it. Now, the reason is, and I'll tell you the backstory why I say that. I know of brothers in Africa who have sent out requests for money, and they have asked for about 4 or 5 times the amount of a month more than anyone else in the congregation. Now, I don't know why they do that. I'm thinking perhaps they're thinking that they will only get a small portion of that. But it's not a good thing to do, to ask for more than you really require. And it's not a very good thing to do just to ask on your own. And so this is where I'm going. What I suggested to these brothers, their brother Msuya and Mbise, great men, I love them dearly. I've worked with them for many years. Said, your congregations need to send a request, and they need to ask for the money that you require. Okay? Because we as preachers, we don't need to be so personal that no one in our congregation knows what we're getting. In fact, everyone in our congregation needs to be aware of how much we're getting. We don't need to be getting a salary that's way above everyone else. We need to be getting like a salary that fits in with everyone else. We're living in the same area. We're going through the same things. Okay, so what I want to show you is the letter that we're working on. Now, this isn't been completed yet. We're still working on amounts and whatnot. But I want to point out some things to you. I hope it comes up all right. Okay, here it is. Okay, now this is just an idea for you to talk with your brothers. Now, with you, Martin, with your elders, this would be a letter that came from the church and being written by your elders. Dominic, this would be the equivalent of a letter that came from your congregation and being written and signed by the members there. And so they started out, now these are suggestions that I made. They made that it was from the Church of Christ in Makamira and in Usa River here, okay? And what they're requesting funds to travel. All the details here are not really important, but they make it clear what they need and how much they need. You notice we haven't filled this in yet. So it's like a business letter from the church there to the church in the United States. Now, then they have the members of the congregation. Now, what I'm going to tell them is when we finish this letter, print it off and get all these men to sign them, okay? And so this isn't a request made by an individual that is for thousands more than they really need, but it is something that the brethren there know about. And then we have their contact details here. What I would suggest, now this is just a suggestion if you're interested in it, talk to your brethren and see, do you believe that I deserve to be supported? If they say yes, so will you help me in that? Now, this sort of letter, maybe you're going to have to write it. But you'll be then giving it to the brethren to see, is there anything else you want to put in here? Do you agree with this? How much do you think I should be supported? And put this all down. And then put in how much your congregation is able to support you. It doesn't matter if it's just a little bit, but that is really important if it's possible that, or if it's not possible, state why. In the case of the congregation there in Nairobi, we have a very small income and we need to pay rent. When we can, we look forward to being able to help support brethren. Same in Mombasa. Because I'm aware of the difficulties that you go through, and I firmly believe that you deserve to be supported. So that's just some ideas out there. I'd like to know what you two think about that.
Let me comment about that. Thank you, Brother Keith, for being able to recognize the situations that we go through here in Nairobi and also in Mombasa. I want to speak on myself. This is the first time I am preaching in a congregation that I am fully dependent on. When I was supporting the Naivasha congregation, I was not there every Sunday. And they had good elders, they had deacons like Brother Josephat. Even though it was difficult, but I was able to do the best I can. And I love when you normally say to me, God does not want you to do things that you cannot do. And I did all I could do. And I was so much challenged when you people came here in Nairobi. And I remember you did not decide for me to start a congregation here. You talked about it, something that I've been thinking about with my wife. And I said, I am into this. I already have a space and I'm ready for this task. I want to make people Christians. And I love the work that I'm doing. This is something I ever enjoy is when I'm here in Nairobi. I know I came in Nairobi in 2013, but this is the only moment I enjoy serving people within my locality. And the strides that I have made, it is just the hand of God. And it has worked better for me through understanding the scriptures and teaching the true word. And I will tell you for free that I tried my best. I tried even to Google to check if we have any congregation that uses 1 cup. Someone told me, I go down to the Ruai area, there is a place called Njiru, you will get a congregation that worship with 1 cup. I went there, that was not the kind of the congregation I wanted. And I decided that I want to be committed into this. I don't know how much I can share the love that I have when I just meet with people. Now, I'm not into multitudes, but I love the fact that I have people who are faithful and they understand what they're doing. And we are challenged. And it's a fact that we are challenged in terms of where to get the rent, where can we get extra chairs, where can we get a table? Even right now, we don't have it. Where do we go and get even the transport money funds for transport to travel to visit different people? You know, we are challenged, but I am happy, I myself, that I may not be in need of the material things. I am in for the Christ, the work of the Lord to be secured and to be worked upon. You understand, Brother Keith, how I live here, and I'm happy that you came here. I love my family a lot. I love when I see my family living a standard life, not high life, but something basic. And so I work so hard to go and do my work of shifting people and negotiating. I do a lot of negotiating with the landlords and the tenants. And the remaining amount, I am the one who is given. How much is your house? I know you know how real estate works. I am renting this house for 12,000 Kenya shillings. I speak to the tenant. This house is 12,000. So same amount, but the landlord knows very well that when I negotiate, I will get a commission, and I will switch talk the tenant so that I can also shift using a hired pickup. And that is how I survive here in Nairobi. And the fact that I enjoy it actually, because it is something I have time to do it, even though it is occasional. Like you remember the time when you sent me some support. It was difficult because I was not having any jobs coming in, and you have to go out and check if you have any. So we are much challenged, and we appreciate the fact that you are able to recognize that. And our congregation is young in terms of teachings. We need, I remember telling you even before May, if you can have time to come, we are in need of teachings, and I'm here to do that and asking you people questions. What do you think about this question that was asked? So that is what I'm much interested to do, evangelism, and to make sure that the place we are worshiping and the brethren there, we are up to the game of knowing God and living a faithful life. That is the most the most important thing that I have for our brethren here. And the growth has been immense. I never expected this. Within 3 months, we have had 3 families joining us. And these are 3 faithful families that were in multiple cups, and through teachings, they have stuck to the teachings. And I'm willing to go more than that. Last month, I just went to, there is something here in Kenya called Hustler Fund that was launched by the president. I thought it was better even to borrow loan from there and pay the room, because it was much needed than myself. We just going through the book of Philippines. I love when people are in a good position to worship God. And I was if it was someone else, I was going to shift from this place. The fact that the landlady did not give me space to have my people come and worship at my place, but I just remained cool and I accepted her decision, and I had to step out. We have really tried, actually, to go check spaces in the schools, but the place where we got, I am happy for that place. And so, yeah, your proposal is much in need for us here, and I really appreciate.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Well, if this is something, talk to Benson and Joshua, and if you want help to write the letter, I'm willing to help you to craft it. But I want it in your words, and I'll just do a little bit of editing. But I'm willing to help both you and Martin in doing this. And then once if that's what your congregations want to do, I will help you send them to congregations in the United States that I think might be able to help. But this, I think, is the way forward, because what it means is your local congregation is overseeing your work. This is how it works here in Armidale in Western Australia. We have a small congregation. They cannot support me, but they oversee my support. And so they write letters to congregations to help me. So they're fully aware of my income. And there have been times, things, if we all understand inflation, and there have been a couple of times when they've said, well, Keith, we think you need a little bit more. And they'll write letters for that. Or maybe a congregation in the US. I have several that support me just a little bit here and there. Some of them are no longer able to support me. And so they'll write a letter to other congregations. So I think this is the way forward. The Bible pattern is for the congregation that we preach at supports us and oversees our work. Well, if they don't have enough funds for that, they can still oversee our work and our support. That way, we could just get on with our work, and we're not worried about money. Unfortunately, I know, and I'm sure you know of brothers who have been led astray by greed because of money, and we don't need to put temptation in front of anyone's way. So that's why I firmly believe that this needs to be done in conjunction with your local congregation. That it will be more successful requesting help from an American congregation if it's not just one man, but the whole congregation that's asking this. Anyway, have you got any thoughts on it, Martin?
Yeah, well, I think if you brothers will allow me to read this passage and just put forward just a few thoughts on these in 2 Corinthians chapter 8, verses 18 to verses 22. This is what Paul wrote with Titus: "We are sending the brother who is famous among all the churches for his preaching of the gospel. Not only that, but he has been appointed by the churches to travel with us as we carry out this act of grace that is being ministered by us. For the glory of the Lord himself, to show our goodwill, we take this course so that no one should blame us about this generous gift that is being administered by us. we aim at what is honorable not only in the Lord's sight, but also in the sight of man. With them, we are sending our brother, whom we have often tested and found honest in many matters. I think when I read this passage and when I look at the letter you just shared with us and what Brother Dominic has spoken and what you shared with us, I think the structure for there is a structure for complete honesty as far as support is concerned.
Yeah.
Because we have the exhortation from Romans 12 verses 17 that also in 1 Peter chapter 2 verses 12 that we give thought to do what is honorable in the sight of God. And Brother K, just as you said, and we have also the same exhortation in Ephesians chapter 4 verses 27 that we give no opportunity to the devil as far as support and money matters is concerned. So I think as far as this is concerned, we need to work with reliable, we need to be reliable, tested people, and we need to work with reliable, tested people known to us and known to those who wish to support us. Because in the same example, we see the scriptures, those who gave their money to help others. They appointed men they knew, and not just only knowing them, but they knew these men and approved them to be honest men. So and also looking in Acts chapter 11 verses 30, Paul and Barnabas with appointed men, when they carried the funds to the Jerusalem elders who knew local needs. So I think, and our own elders and our own people should be aware of our initiatives, and so we should be coordinated with our congregation mission efforts. It's also good that as we look forward to sharing these letters and also talking to our elders and the men in our congregations about these, I think it's also good to insist on reports because in Acts chapter 14 verses 27 we see this same thing. Paul and Barnabas, but they gathered the church together and they declared all that God had done with them. So it's very needful that you look on this matter as well, and where applicable, ask for reports of the work. I appreciate this, brother. I know I believe that you are doing this out of love, and I believe that love does no harm. So we are doing this, and we appreciate so much for your thoughts and concerns, for the thoughts you are here. And I believe it is out of love you're doing this. But again, not just love, but you are helping us. We who are still young, just like the Timothy and the Titus in Paul's time, to aim for maturity in the Lord's work, and as we continue using our efforts to continue with the kingdom work. So I appreciate so much, and for my case as well, just as Dominica said, I will go and talk to the men of the church. If they are going to approve, if they are going to approve this, and so I think that is the right way to go. We have many needs here, overwhelming needs for the church and for us as preachers as well. And thank you so much for coming up with that idea. I appreciate that so much.
Well, you're very welcome. Well, I wouldn't do it if I wouldn't suggest it for the pair of you if I didn't believe with all my heart that you are worthy of support. You have proven that to me time and time again, and I really respect you both.
Yeah. We appreciate that. And you know, I just don't know, you know, just like for the church at Baraka, we have two preachers. I and Brother Kevin work together. So I don't know if this is going to, we're going to ask this for both of us or just for, what do you think?
That's up to you. You've got elders. I'm not getting into that. that's
Okay.
bring it up, and of course part of what we do is as evangelists, you know, we're taught that we are the ones who are to establish elders in every congregation. But part of that is training the elders to do their work as well. And so it's an interesting situation. We train them to shepherd us as well as the rest of the flock. so the sheep, we as part of the flock are training. It's very complicated. But yeah, I would just say this is something that, put it all on me, that Heath has suggested. And if they have appointed two preachers who they believe are suitable for support, they then need to do something about that themselves. And I'm just suggesting a way, and I'm quite willing to help as well, but it has to be the local congregation that is the driving force behind it. Okay, right? But yeah, if Kevin's doing the work of an evangelist, he needs to be supported. It's as simple as that. But it's up to the elders to decide that. Yeah. Okay, brothers, I'm going to sign off now. Okay. You have a think about it. You have a wonderful, wonderful Lord's Day tomorrow. God bless you both. And if you have any questions through the week, just let me know. If not, I'll see you next Saturday. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I have one, so I'll reach out to you.
Okay, good. Good. Okay. Bye for now. I look forward to hearing from you both.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Say hi to your families for me. Bye.
We will.
Bye-bye.
Same to you.
Okay, bye-bye.